وفاطمة سليمان فهمي. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. So far, the feedback that I have heard is that it was too fast, and there were some interruptions in terms of so much of questions. The questions are good, but I should allow you the time to give some examples now. And if we can do that, I think we shall be going on a reasonable pace. Because the idea is to understand what we are doing now. So we have to take our time, inshallah, and understand every bit of the spoken Arabic, inshallah. So we shall start from the very matin, that is Al-Kalam. So we have, if you have, turn to page 13, that's Al-Kalam, Al-Kalam, Now, so we have done the Tamheed already. Now we are going to the real message of what Sheikh Al-Ajroomiyah. Now, Al-Ajroomiyah. So what he's saying is that, can you okay. So, very slowly we shall start.
بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. اللهم علمنا ما جهلنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما. قال المؤلف رحمه الله: الكلام وما يتألف منه. الكلام واللفظ المركب المفيد بالوضع، وأقسامه ثلاثة. اسم وفعل وحرف جاء لمعنى. فالاسم يعرف بالخفض والتنوين ودخول الألف واللام وحروف الخفض، وهي من وإلى وعن وعلى وفي ورب والباء والكاف واللام وحروف القسم، وهي الواو والباء والتاء.
يقول المؤلف رحمه الله: الكلام وما يتألف منه. الكلام هو اللفظ المركب المفيد بالوضع. Now, so he's saying that this al-kalam, what is al-kalam? Al-kalam is speech. Speech. Now, وما يتألف منه, the constituents of that speech. You can see the parts of the speech. Now, so what we are saying is, we are saying, what are the parts of speech? Now, so here it starts by defining what sentence, what speech is. So it says, Al-Kalam huwa al-lafzu, is the speech. Al-Murakab, that is constructed, is built upon what? Al-Mufid, that speech that is constructed must be what? Useful, beneficial. Bil-wadu, and also it has to be what? The spoken word Arabic. Not spoken Arabic. This is our explanation, but the Sheikh will explain further for us to understand. Wa aqsamu, it is divided into how many parts? Ismun, what is ismun? Noun or and the name. A noun means a name. Name. It can be a name of a thing, can be the name of a person, it can be the name of a place also. Now, it can even be abstract noun. Name is a name. Noun. Or ismun, and then what? The verb. Ismun, or fi'l is the verb. Fi'l is the verb. Now, or harfun is a particle. Now, all these three things, ismun, the noun, the verb, and the particle, all these grouped together will give you what? A sentence, a speech. Now, Jahalimana, that is what? As meaning. Fal-ismu, the name or the noun, yu'rafu bil-khafdi, its parts, things that define what now the ism is, can be al-khaft, what tanween, or the whole alf or lam, or roof al-khafd, وهي من وإلى وعن وعلى وفي ورب والباء والكاف واللام وحروف القصر وهي الواء والباء وتاء. So whenever you have a name, that name is either identified by what? Either jar, preposition. When you say al-khaft, it is a preposition. And tanween, or nunation. What is nunation? It's a double vowel. The double vowel is nunation. Or the whole alaf walam, and then either the name or the word is preceded by alif and lam. Even though there are some opinions as we proceed, we shall see some opinions pertaining to that, alif and lam. But if a word is prefixed with or by alif and lam, it is an indication that that word is what? Is ism. It is a name or a noun. Or huruf al-khafd, and the particles of preposition are min, that is from, min, from. So every name, or if you see a word that is preceded by alif or lam, also when it ends in what? In, or it, that is mean, if it's preceded by a mean, or it comes before, the mean comes before it, it's also an indication that what? It is going towards what? The noun or a name. Wa'an, also a word that is preceded by an, ain and nun, an, also means that what? It is a name. Similarly, fi. If it's fi, that is what? In, it also is an indication that it is what? A name. Or ruba, well, bow. What is ruba? Now we know, let us step back a little bit. What is mean? From. What is an? It has various meanings. It can be an sometimes, it can be about also, it can be from also, Islam. So it has various meanings according to the way it is used in the senses. For Allah will be what? On, or on top of, or what? Or upon, or what? Or above. Now, they have all variations of meanings, inshallah, but they are determined according to its position in the sentence. Now, wafi, in, now. Wafi, fi is in, rubba, huh? Make it more. Normally, for example, there's a hadith which says that rubba what? Rubba swaimin. Let's allow me to see. Ila atash now. You know what is now. So what does it mean? Maybe that's right. That's maybe. So maybe no, maybe. Okay, look at this poem. Maybe it's a word. Rubba ajalatin tahabu rithan. Okay, here you are. Ajala. What's ajala? Ajala. Yes, thank you. Rather to go fast. Ajala. Yes, tajilu. Where is tajilu? Where is tajilu? Nam ajala. That's ruba. That's ajala. That is to make speed, fast, speed. Now. Ajalatin. So you say ruba ajalatin. Yaha. Tehabu Rathan. Rathan here is what? Slowness. Slowness. طيب. So tahabu means from wahaba, that is gives. Nam. So they say ruba ajalatin tahabu rithan, more speed. That's right. Nam. So they say that, like you say, what more speed brings what? It makes you slow. Now, if somebody is going towards a place and then he's speeding, he wants to run very fast. All of a sudden, he gets stopped by the police. First, his intention was to hit his destination in time. But what? His so-called wishful speed turns into what? Being slow, because when the police stops you, what happens? It's going to waste your time. It's going to take your time. So you see, initially, he was trying to run away very fast. They have Borethan. In the process, he was stopped by the police, reducing his speed what? To being slow. Now, so yes, Ruba is used in that meaning also. So then we have Huruf al-Qasam. Huruf al-Qasam. Huruf al-Qasam of oath. Of oath. Now, they are, وهي الوا, البا, example of wa. Wallahi, naam. Billahi, the lie. Naam, mashallah. This is the gist of what Sheikh Al-Ajroomiyah. Now, let's come to Sheikh Al-Uthaymeen, how he renders the meaning of this Al-Matin, this text from Ajroomiyah. Now, بدأ
المؤلف رحمه الله بالكلام لأن النحو لإقامة الكلام فلا بد أن نفهم ما هو الكلام.
So he starts now. بدأ المؤلف, Sheikh starts his texts by kalam, speech. He wanted to start with what? Speech, because that is more reasonable, because that is what we are looking for. We are looking for very good speech in Arabic, as rendered by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran, in the Sunnah of Rasulullah also. Now, so he started with speech. لأن النحو لإقامة الكلام, because the nahu or the grammar has been placed to service what? The good speech. Now, فلا بد أن نتكلم أن نفهم ما هو الكلام. So we have to understand what kalam is. So what is kalam? So it goes on to say that هو, now go on.
قال الكلام هو اللفظ المركب المفيد بالوضع.
So you see, as we had explained before, here is his explanation also. He says, what الكلام هو اللفظ المركب المفيد بالوضع. Speech is what? Is the speech that is constructed beneficially and also to be what? In Arabic language. Now, ويريد بالكلام
ويريد بالكلام هنا في اصطلاح النحويين اللفظ.
نعم. So اللفظ, according to the terminology of the grammarians, meaning معناه
هو النطق
باللسان. نطق باللسان, to make a speech with your tongue. Speak with your tongue. This is what is intended by the grammarians. Now, it means speech can be considered by others in various forms, but as far as grammar is concerned, speech must be what? Must be spoken with the tongue. Now, that is what we call al-lafz. Now,
المركب.
Now, المركب, what does it mean? Construct المركب, it means what?
يعني تركيبا إسناديا تحصل به الفائدة.
تحصل به فائدة. A construction that comes with benefit. Because there can be various forms of constructions, but any construction that does not give meaning is useless, according to the grammarians. It can be jumble, bumble, that kind of thing. It can be jargons, a cluster of words, but they give no meaning. You cannot call this word speech, according to what the terminology of the grammarians. No.
بخلاف المركب تركيبا إضافيا هذا ليس بكلام.
It doesn't matter how many forms you construct it. Now, still, if it does not make sense, it does not make sense. And therefore, it can be considered as what? As speech by the grammarians. Now,
لا بد أن يكون تركيبا إسناديا المفيد فائدة يحسن السكوت عليها يحسن السكوت عليها ولو اشترط.
So it's just as we are saying, it's just further explaining that the construction must be such that it sheds light on the meaning of the words that are put together. All that we are looking for is the meaning. We bring forward a construction of words, putting them together. These words have to indicate meaning. If you can do that, then you have achieved what? Kalam. Very good sentence. Now,
ولو اشترط أن تكون الفائدة جديدة حتى لو كان بفائدة معلومة فلا بأس يسمى كلاما.
It doesn't matter whether the words you are putting together are known to us or are new words. No, all of this must conform to meaning, to reason. Now, then it can be said to be what? Speech. You can say sentence also. These sentences are speeches now, but they must be what? Useful and beneficial, understandable. Now,
فخرج بقولنا اللفظ خرج به الكتاب.
Stop. This is very important. When they say that فخرج بقولنا اللفظ, when you say love, it excludes, it opposes what you call what? خرج به الكتابة, meaning its target is what? Al-Kitaba. Its direct opponent is what? Al-Kitaba. In other words, it does not want you to consider what? Writing as the leaves. That's what they are saying. Leaves. It has to be what? Be by the what? Spoken tongue. He didn't say what? Kitaba. Kitaba, they don't consider. So that's why he's saying leaves. Leaves bidul kitaba, according to them, the grammarians. That's what they are saying. Now, فالكتابة عند النحويين, go on.
فالكتابة عند النحويين ليست كلاما.
Because writing, according to the grammarians, is not considered to be what? Kalam. To them. Because their concern is what? The spoken word. Is it correct or not? In speech. Now, the Quran was given to our Rasulullah by Malaka Jibril from Allah by way of what? Speech. Was the Prophet was not writing? Now. So this is where they are heading to. It has been spoken now. So kharaja bihi al-kitaba. Fal-kitaba to the nahwin laysat kalama. It's not considered to be what? Speech. So that is very important. Now, وخرج به أيضا القيد الأول, the first consideration. So the first condition, it has to be what? It has to be spoken and not what? Written. وخرج به أيضا الإشارة. إذا هذا قيد ثاني. The other condition is that it should not be what? Like a what? To point like a sign, like a signal. No, it doesn't believe in signals. Pointing to such a thing, and you said you have spoken. That's not speech. Now, but the ishara or the signals that you make can be considered. They are useful, but not to grammarians. Not to grammarians. So writing and then signals are not considered what? Within the what? Terminology of the grammarians. Are we okay now? Are we okay here? Can we continue? MashaAllah. فالإشارة
وخرج به الإشارة ليست كلاما ولو فهمت.
والإشارة فالإشارة ليست كلاما ولو فهمت. So yes, you can make thousands and tons of signals. It's not kalam, it's not speech. Even though the signals can be what? Understood. But signals are made to be understood anyway. In the military, signals are useful or not. In the military, signals are useful or not. They are useful and understood. Very, very useful signals. In as much as it's useful in some areas, when you come to the area of grammar, they say to you, we don't want it. It's useless. طيب.
ولهذا لو قلت لإنسان واقف بإشارة الجلوس معناه اجلس، لكن ما سمي كلاما. ولو قلت اجلس صار كلاما. ولو رأيت شخصا واقفا فكتبت في ورقة اجلس فإنه لا يسمى كلاما عند النحويين. لماذا؟
Let's stop the noun. So, he's giving an example. If you point to somebody, you are sitting, right? What are you doing? What did you do right now? You get up. Did I ask you to get up? Did I ask you to get up? How, did you hear from me? Did I say to me, get up? But he got up. And he was by Ishara. Don't play this with grammarians. They don't like it. I say, sit down. Stand up. Now you are standing up. You are saying, but the first time I pointed, when you stood up. That's not grammarian. When they stand up, boom. Now you are standing up, right? This is what you are looking for. And that is what Sheikh Al-Ajroomiyah is looking for. And this is what Sheikh Al-Ajroomiyah also is explaining. So, in other words, the conclusion is that in grammar, speech is considered to be what? By the spoken word. Now, lisan, that's what they say what? Somebody say what? Lisan Arabi. Lisan, bilisan Arabi mubin. Bilisan Arabi mubin. Tabi. Now, lisan Arabi, the spoken Arabic tongue, the plain spoken Arabic tongue. Now,
لماذا؟ لأنه ليس بلفظ. هو يسمى كلاما في الشرع، يسمى كلاما عند الفقهاء.
It doesn't matter. As for in jurisprudence, for example, anything written, that is fine. It's accepted. In law, it is accepted. Law, written, martial, signatories, and things like that are done by what? By writing. So those are accepted.
لكن لا يسمى كلاما في اصطلاح النحويين، وإلا فإن الرسول جعل الوصية المكتوبة كالوصية المنطوقة. قال: ما حق امرئ مسلم يبيت ليلتين له شيء يريد يوصي فيه، يبيت ليلتين إلا ووصيته مكتوبة عنده.
When you can find someone who dies making his will, right? And the will details out how the will should what? Discharged and disbursed. Now, it is accepted legally in the courts, the whole Mashara, they accept it, all in written form. Now, so yes, Kitaba writing has its role, very useful role, but not in the circles, in the area of what? Do you understand where we are going to? Now, very simple. Now, so the second key, the second condition, or the second characteristic, the quality that every speech must have is what? Bracket. We are done with the lefts. Any questions about that? The lefts. How the lefts has been explained. And so, what is lefts? Lefts. النطق بلسان النطق بلسان. Now, the spoken word with what? لا بالإشارة باللفظ إشارة. Now, so the second condition or second quality or characteristic feature of speech is what? Murakkab. Let's go on.
حسنا. المركب يعني الذي يتركب من كلمتين فأكثر ولو تقديرا.
نعم. So يعني اللفظ يعني الذي يتركب من كلمتين فأكثر ولو تقديرا. So it is the spoken word that is constructed either of two or more words. Let us stop it. Two or more words. Give us a sentence. Give us a sentence consisting of two words. Ja rajulu. Ja rajulu. How many words? Two words. How do you consider it? Speech or not? Speech. Does it make sense? Yes, you have ja as one word and then rajulu as one word. So the what? The man came. It's perfect sentence. It's perfect. It's sentence. It's considered mashallah. It's good. Ja rajulu. But from what? Two words. We want two or more words. One from three. Is it a sentence or not? Speech? Very good. Everything. These are words put together, but they represent something reasonable, understandable, right? Now, because we have what the sort of the meaning implied. Now, so let's go on to what? Interview.
انتبه. تركب من كلمتين فأكثر ولو تقدير. فإذا قلت هل هذا لفظ أم غير لفظ؟ هل لفظ هو لفظ لكنه ليس مركبا.
Of course, when you say this is a question sign, hal is a question sign. That is istifham, right? It's a question sign. But is it a sentence? It doesn't make sense. Do you? Is he? These are not sentences, right? They don't make sense. Now.
فلا يسمى كلاما عند النحويين. لا بد أن يتركب من كلمتين فأكثر تحقيقا أو تقديرا. مثلا
stop there. No, that's right. Either realistically, either practically, or implicitly. When you say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, this is more complicated. But if you say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, is it sentence or not? Is it a speech or not? Eh? It's a speech? Why is it a speech? Huh? Murakab, ayn al-fi'l. And the fi'l helps what? To show the meaning of the sentence, right? So, what's the meaning of Bismillah ar-Rahman? In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. That's not God fear. These are words. But you consider it to be what? Because what they're telling me. It's not what? That's what we call taqdira. What taqdiruhu aqra. And aqra, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Then it becomes understandable. So it is there, but it's concealed. You see, so the concealed or implicit verb is called what? Taqdir. So hakikatan is like we were saying, Dhahaba Muhammad al-Madrasa. This is very plain. Nam. So that's called hakikatan. Or taqdiran, the verb is there, but it's not exposed, but it is implied. So in Iraq, sometimes we say what? Taqdir, taqdiruhu, kada, kada, because it has to have what you call the verb. Without the verb, there can be no sentence. Without a verb, there can be no sentence. So the verb should be there, but it is not exposed. So we say taqdiran. So the Sheikh is saying that well, تقديرا نعم. That is why he said حقيقة أو تقديرا. So that's what he means, inshallah. So next time we say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, you have to say that. Yeah, Bismillah ar-Rahman is a speech. It's a good speech. When someone asks you what is the verb, say that it's very implicit. They say start what? Aqra. معناه يعني أقرأ Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. And the akra is what? What part of speech is the akra? It's a verb, it's film, it's verb. No.
فمثلا التحقيق إذا قلت قام زيد، هذا مركب من قام وزيد تحقيقا. وتقديرا إذا قلت قم، هذا ما تركب من كلمتين تحقيقا لكن تقديرا، لأن قم فيها ضمير مستتر في قوة البارز، فهي مركبة من كلمتين.
That's very good. When you say Kama Zayd, now, Kama Zayd, I give an example before, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Here's typical example from Sheikh Ibrahim Rahimahullah. He said, when you say Kama Zayd is what? Sentence, right? It is explicit. It's understandable because Kama is what verb. Two words put together, but it has a verb. So it is what? Loves. It is speech. It is speech. Now when you say that Qum, what is it? Qum. Stand up. Or is it Qum? Stand up. It's one word. Or Qama. It's just Qama. You just say Qama. Qama is how many words? One word. But when you say Qama, let's go back to what according to he said that Qum. One word. Does it make sense? Well, it makes sense. Stand up. Who is he talking to? To me, you will come, right? It's you. That's on the order. Now, in the sense of saying stood up, he stood up. Stood up. Who stood up? He didn't mention Zayd. Kama. There's a domir there. Third person domir. Domir mustatir. Domir, what that is what concealed. It is implied. Now, which is what taqdiruhu is implicit. Is what huwa. Now, huwa kama or kama or doesn't matter. So that's what we say. That if it is a good sentence, that's what have a verb. That verb may be implicit or not, or two or more words, but there has to be something that must show that this cluster of words cannot stand alone unless it has what you call a supporter by way of a verb or by way of a pronoun. That has to be explicit, inshallah. Then we can have a good sentence. All these things are being put together for us to understand what speech is. Now, al-qaid al-thalith, in other words, the third condition, the third feature or character of kalam, speech, is that it has to be what? Al-mufid. Al-mufid. What is mufid?
المفيد المراد بالمفيد ما أفاد السامع بحيث لا يتشوف بعده إلى غيره.
لا يتشوف بعده. Now, so when you say something that somebody is not inclined, not yearning for, or anticipating a compliment, then it can stand alone, and it is called what? Beneficial. So when you say that in the class, what's it in the class? How many words? In the class, how many words? 3 words. 3 words in the class. In the class, 3 words. So, what comes to your mind? You expect something to come wrong. You are speaking. Somebody is speaking to you, and it starts off by saying, "In the class," and he stops. Tell me the truth. Do you expect him to say something to complete, or you think that's all? No. So the sheikh is saying what? Our father, لأن السامع ما father سامع. It is what? It is useful word to the The person who's saying, لا تتشوقوا بعده إلى غيره, and he's not yearning for anything to be said about that. He's not inclining, he's not expecting, anticipating, or any compliment, because to him it's sufficient. In the class are 50 boys. In the class, then added by saying are 50 boys. So 50 boys comes to help and support what in the class. So here you have what? Words put together but have meaning. Now, so this meaning is called part of what we call animal food, very beneficial and then useful. Now,
هذا المفيد نعم ما أفاد السامع فائدة لا يتشوف معها إلى غيره.
لا يتشوق.
لا يتشوق.
You can say it doesn't matter. يتشرف. يتشوق, it doesn't matter. يتشرف. Or لا يتشرف or يتشرف, it doesn't matter. لا يتشوف. Here he has to لا يتشوف. لا يتشرف or what? لا يتشوف. Okay. Okay. لا يتشوف. لا يتشوف. For Shafa, he's not expecting him to say anything after that. Yeteshewef, that is Yeteshewef, not saying anything after that. Now,
فإذا قلت نجح الطالب هذا أفاد أم لا؟ أفاد لأن السامع ما يتشوف إلى غير هذا.
Okay, that's fine. نجح الطالب. When you say نجح الطالب, what is نجح الطالب? Succeeded. هذا أفاد أم لا? Is this useful or not? Father, he said yes. لماذا؟ لأن السامع, because the one who hears it لا يتشوف إلى غير هذا. He's not expecting you to say anything after that. It is sufficient for him what he had just said. Now,
لكن إذا قلت إن نجح الطالب.
Now, when you say إن نجح الطالب, if the what student succeeds, if the student succeeds and you stop, is it a sentence? Do you expect something to be said? Yes, we do. And so long as you expect something to be said, then it is not what? A sentence. I hope you are getting there. Now,
هذا مركب لا شك في 3 كلمات إن نجح الطالب 3 كلمات لكنه لم يفد فالسامع إذا قلت له إن نجح الطالب فهو يتشوف إذن لا نسمي هذا كلاما. لماذا؟ لأنه لم يفد فائدة لا يتشوف السامع بعدها إلى غيرها.
So basically, in a nutshell, if we are making sentences, we should make sure that we come to a reasonable conclusion and not just stand somewhere else and the sentences are incomplete. Now, because incomplete sentences do not give the required meaning and therefore basically they are not beneficial. Now, let's continue. Yes. Then takdira. Then the context with what? Takdira. With takdira, something that is implicit, it can be accepted. Now, that's why it says either hakikatan or takdira. Now, it's these ways now. Because you can see that because context according to the situation, circumstances, and then you stop there. Because previously something reasonable had happened, right? So if you build upon without starting the whole sentence again, it still can be supported by tekdiruhu masabak. Now, you are talking about those who are talking about now, either ulaik, now, atolaba, now. So with the context, masabak or shun mufid, you can see that inshallah it can be considered. So you are building a sentence on what? Taqdir, not haqiqatan. Now.
حسنا لو قلت إن نجح غلام عبد الله الحسن الطاهر كلمات كثيرة يكون كلاما أم لا؟ لا يكون لماذا؟ لأنه ما أفاد نفس السامع يقول ما أعطني الفائدة، إذن لا بد من فائدة لا يتشوف السامع بعدها إلى شيء.
The Sheikh is saying the same thing, using various methods, ways of trying to make you understand, or make us understand, inshallah, that we have to build, construct our sentences in a manner that it can come to what? Logical conclusion that will convey useful meaning, inshallah, and not just stand, put your speech in a transit. When it is in transit, you have not reached your destination, unless, of course, something there that is implicit now. So this is what the grammarians expect from us, inshallah, especially Arabic, the grammarians. Now, go on.
ولا فرق بين أن يكون الفائدة
ولا فرق بين أن تكون الكلمة ولا فرق بين أن تكون الفائدة
أن يكون الفائدة جديدة أو معلومة. لو قلت السماء فوقنا كان كلاما، صح أم لا؟ هو كلام مع أنه معلوم. الأرض تحتنا كلام أم غير كلام؟ كلام يفيد.
Like as we have said before, it doesn't matter whether what you are talking about is known to us or something that we don't know to us, but the words that are put together are what? They make sense. They convey sense. It doesn't matter at all about the sequence or the time of what or of the words put together. So long as they are put together with finite verb, they are very important, conveying the meaning to us that is useful. It's fine. So it doesn't matter whether new words or old words. It doesn't matter at all. Now, just as he's saying, what kanana.
كأننا والماء من حولنا قوم جلوس حولهم ماء.
مفيد أم لا؟
مفيد أم غير مفيد؟ مع أن هذا تحصيل حاصل. إذا كان الماء حولكم فأنتم جلوس حول الماء.
If you have water, if you have water around us, you can see that we are living, we are sitting what? Among water. The water is around us. So you are sitting with water. And does it make sense? It makes sense. It doesn't matter whether with the water you can see the water or not. It doesn't matter whether the water is a lot or not. It doesn't matter at all. What matters is that it is useful. You know that we are sitting around water. So the water is around us now. So this is giving series of examples to bring home what the meaning that yes, as far as speech is concerned, words can be put together, but they have to please make sense. They have to make sense. So let's go back to define kalam again. Al-kalam huwa al-lafzu al-murakabu al-mufid. Now we have covered 3 features. The last feature is coming. We have covered what? Al-lafzu, the murakab, mufid, baqi الوضع. نعم.
حسنا، على كل حال مفيد. ما نقول فائدة لا يتشوف السامع بعدها إلى شيء، سواء كانت هذه الفائدة معلومة للسامع من قبل أو جديدة، لا فرق.
لا فكر في ذلك. حسنا،
قوله بالوضع، مراده بالوضع أحد أمرين.
Stop. بالوضع. What intends by the word al-wadu means what? Muradu bil-wadu. Bil-wadu. Ahadu amrin is going to consider 2 things. 2 things are involved here. Ahadu amrin, aw in shita faqul amran. Or you consider 2 things are involved. So these are words of Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah. Al-awwal, but as for the first issue pertaining to al-wadu is what he's going to explain right now. Now read.
أحد أمرين أو إن شئت فقل أمران. الأول أن يكون الواضع له قاصدا وضعه.
له قاصدا وضعه. Now, so the first issue is that the person who is talking It should have what? What you call qasd. It should have some intention of what he's saying. He has to intend what he's talking about. That's the first condition. And يكون واضح يعني واضح هذه اللغة, the person who is speaking, and يكون له قاصدا وضعه. What he is saying must be what? Must be intention. He has to have intention. He has to have intention of what he's saying. Because of that, continue.
فخرج بذلك كلام السكران.
Anytime you say فخرج به or خرج بذلك, meaning with the exclusion of excluding what? طيب كلام السكران. Intoxicant, a drunkard. Somebody who is drunken. So he's trying to say that if a person is drunken, do we take his word? No. That means they don't take his word. It's not his word. It's not useful. It's not beneficial, because what he speaks is like jargon, no jargon, floating words like a 2-year-old boy. He speaks a lot of jargon, no sense, right? No, it doesn't take word. It doesn't have meaning, really, according to them. Now. Majnun. Then you have, may Allah forbid, may Allah protect us from this majnun. So it's a majnun. We all know what is majnun. May Allah forbid. Majnun is speaking his own speech. Do you understand it? Do you take it? No. So, al-wadu here also means that al-wadu, what you are writing must be what? Unless it's in Arabic. But if it's Arabic, it has to be what? Clear. It has to have clarity. You have to have clarity now. That has to be conspicuously very clear now, so that what? People can hear what you are saying, because we are talking about speech, not ishara, not signals now. والنائم. Imagine somebody is sleeping and then he's talking. Some people can talk when they're sleeping. Oh, Collins, what don't you do that? People sleep and they talk. You don't take his speech. When somebody is sleeping and he's talking, leave him alone. Don't take his speech. Now, that is not what grammarians are expecting. Now, Hadi, someone is not serious, like a joker type of person. It's not serious. You don't take him seriously. Now, so these are exclusives that are excluded from what? From what? Al-wadu. So we have wadu. Now, two things are involved here. That he has to intend what he's saying, and that he has to it should not be jovial about it. We want clarity now.
هذا يسمى كلاما لأن واضعه ليس قاصدا له. ومعنى آخر للوضع العربي، فلو جاءنا كلام يفيد فائدة لا يتشوف بعدها إلى شيء لكن العرب لا يفهموه، نعم، فإنه لا يسمى كلاما.
In short, in a nutshell, he wants to say that this grammar concerns itself with what? With Arabic language. So if, for example, you say you are Nahwi and you are writing Japanese, what is Arabic grammar going to do with it? Are you concerned with Chinese in Quran? Are you concerned with German for your Quran, for Sunnah? No. What they are concerned is that it has to be what? You are writing what? Producing what? Arabic language. The word over here also means what? Arabic language. That's their concern. That's their area. Now, they don't deal with Jamaican language like that. They don't do that. Arabic language. Now. So we are done with that. So نعود فنقول الكلام هو اللفظ المركب المفيد بالوضع ماذا؟ العربية عربية. Continue.
لا بد أن يكون بالوضع العربية بمعنى أنه مطابق للغة العربية.
No. Step. إذن
ومعنى آخر للوضع أي
فإنه لابد لا يسمى كلاما لابد
لا بد أن يكون بالوضع العربي بمعنى أنه مطابق للغة العربية وإلا لم يكن كلاما عند النحويين.
This is very useful because do you know why it is not considered to be what language speech when you bring other languages? They are nehu because they are no mutabiq in the world Arabia because what these issues they are in agreement. They are in perfect agreement with Arabic language. Al-wadu, what you are saying, that is what all this al-nasu, al-lafz, the word murakab al-mufid should be what in compatibility with what with Arabic language. Now, so that's mutabiq al-Arabia. Because when you bring other languages, that is not Arabic. Other languages are not Arabic. So, so the Sheikh is saying that annahu mutabiqun lugha Arabia. That's what we are producing right now must conform with the requirements of Arabic language. Perfect agreement must be in consonance with what with Arabic language. Other than that, no other language can produce that. No other tongue can produce that. So that is very important now to consider these rules now.
إذن كم قيدا أقول
What does it mean?
Thus, how many?
Thus or therefore or so. Now, so idhan alone means thus, therefore, so, and for that matter, in a nutshell, it's going to summarize. Qaidan, that is the first condition. First condition. Or first feature and those things, yeah.
إذن كم قيدا أقول.
So how many features, how many conditions are here now? 4. So the Sheikh is what? Revising reverse now.
اللفظ المركب المفيد للوضع لا يكون الكلام كلاما إلا بهذه القيود الأربعة.
There's no way, never, and by no means a speech can be considered a speech unless until it has fulfilled all these 4 conditions. Unless and until it encompasses all these 4 points, 4 features, 4 characteristics, or 4 factors. Now, other than that, that is not speech in the word, in the opinion or perspective of our grammarians. Now,
اللفظ إذن خرج منه الكتابة والإشارة ولو فهمت.
It's just a revision, mashallah, Jazahullah khairah. After taking us through all this rigorous exercise, right? He's so kind, he's bringing us back again to summarize the issue for us. Rahimahullah. So what he's saying, إِذَنْ خَرَجَ مِنْهُ الْكِتَابَ وَالْإِشَارَةُ وَلَوْ فُهِمَتْ. Translate it for us.
So he said the speech excludes.
By way of revision,
he said it is not speech unless it has these 4 conditions. And the speech is which exclude written or pointing.
Even kharaja minhu. So
it has a meaning.
That's right. So here again, the first revision here is what? Al-lafz. Speech. It has to exclude what?
Writing and pointing.
Even though the writing and signaling has meaning. Can you accept that? We agree. Signals, a lot of signals. Signals do carry meanings, but are they speech or they are not? They are not. Even writing the same thing, right? You can write volumes and textbooks, but if they are not what spoken with the spoken tongue, it's the word you cannot be considered as the grammarians. It's very important to our Arabic grammarians. Now, can you understand that? Alhamdulillah.
المركب ما لم يفد وإن تركب من 1000 كلمة ما دام لم يفد فليس بكلام.
There you are. You can write, construct, put together tons and tons and tons of words, like from here to the South Pole. If they do not contain verbs, that will give benefit, you can forget it. That those words are considered not to be speech, inshallah. So like you are wasting your time with these grammarians. They don't consider it now. So even with brevity, with short, concise, and terse construction, with meaning, that is high to them. That is considered valuable to them, as opposed to what tons and tons of words and then back and forth that we don't make what sentence, speech, clarity with the spoken talk. Now,
الوضع قلت يحتمل معنيين بالوضع من المتكلم به بأن يكون قاصدا له بالوضع من حيث اللغة العربية بأن يكون مطابقا للغة العربية لأن كلامنا بالنحو الذي نريد أن نطبق كلامنا به على اللغة العربية.
As we have said, it has to come from someone who has intention to make those words with his tongue, and also it has to conform to Lugha Arabiya. It has to be no other than what Lugha Arabiya, not Lugha Almaniya, not Lugha Faransiyya, as you are used to. Lugha Arabiya, as was spoken by no other person than Sayyid al-Khalq, Sayyid al-Anam, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Don't forget about that. No.
حسنا إذا قال قائل بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم هل هذا كلام أم غير كلام هل هو مركب من كلمتين.
Let's ask a question. If a person says Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, the Sheikh is saying, do you consider this to be a sentence or not? You have dealt with that already. The Sheikh said, it is a sentence. Why? Listen to his explanation.
هل هو مركب من كلمتين فأكثر حقيقة أو تقديرا.
No. If it's a very difficult word, how many words? 1, 2, 3, 4. About 4 words now. But it's explicitly like it is not what? A sentence. It should say it is a sentence. But how? From where? From what source? From the source of what? Implicity. It is implicit. Now, that is, it is accepted, it's understood. In other words, understandably, something is hidden. And what is that hidden? تقديره why?
لأن التقدير بسم الله أقرأ.
بسم الله أقرأ or أقرأ بسم الله. Because of this final verb, it changes the whole pattern and it adds substance to the meaning. So that now, when you say Bismillah, it is reasonable. Why reasonable? Because the implicit verb here is what? Akra. Either you bring it before the Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim or what? After the Rahman. Say Bismillah Akra or Akra Bismillah ar-Rahman. Kulluha sawa. So they all do the same thing. It is implied that this can be considered as what? As a sentence or speech, but in the sight of ulama and now. Oh, so Azam, okay. Can we stop here?
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
We shall finish off at this last portion. Then next week we shall start with Aqsam Kalam, inshallah. And we shall complete this one. We finish this week. Bi-idhnillah, we shall start with Aqsam Kalam. To continue.
حسنا، إذا قال قائل بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم هل هذا كلام أم غير كلام؟ كلام. هل هو مركب في كلمتين فأكثر حقيقة أو تقديرا؟ تقديرا، لأن التقدير بسم الله أقرأ، لو لم تقدر أقرأ ما صار كلاما. عرفتم؟ يعني لولا أننا نقدر اقرأ. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أقرأ. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أقرأ. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أقرأ ما صار كلاما. ولهذا لا تقول الرجل القدير البارئ الفاهم، وتجيء تأتي بألفاظ عديدة ما صار كلاما حتى تأتي بالشيء المفيد، لأن السامع لا يزال يطلع أو يتشوف إلى شيء.
So basically, as we have said, and Sheikh is again using diverse means to bring this point home. He says that now, if you have a whole lot of words together, and then these words don't contain usefulness by way of even having conclusiveness. In other words, there's no completion. You say that you put some words together without a final verb. Here, he has given already a lot of examples, but in this example, it's before Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. It's yet another example. And you have Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, it has no verb. So someone might think, when you hear, you might say that, no, these are just words put together, but they are not useful, right? The Sheikh will say that when you choose what? The principle of takdir. Takdir means to apply the implicit, the hidden verb. It makes it useful now. So he said we have to be careful that now all these words put together, they are called what? Phrases. They are only phrases, but they are not what? Sentences. Because a sentence is that with all the verbs, with all sentences. A sentence is a group of words that have what? Verbs. Because verbs, they are they perform the action. Without a verb, there's no action. And now, when we are speaking, we are looking for action. Now, you put words together, like for example, from the sky. What is from the sky? Any action here? Any action? When these words, how many words? From the sky. 3 words. You can make it 1,000 words, but without any action, they don't mean anything, according to Gamere. Those words together without a verb, those words are known as what? Are called what? Phrase. They are phrases. So a phrase is a group of words without a finite verb, like what? Falling, like meteor, falling. To fall is what? It's a verb. Now, or what else? Final verb. Verb. And the verb. Verb. Flying is a verb. Yes, flying. It's flying. That's action. Now, when you say Bismillah rhyme, any action, any verb? No. So you are constructing this by way of taqdir, implicit. And that taqdir meaning verb or domir mustatir is hidden is what? Taqdiruhu aqra. Bismillah aqra wa aqra bismillah. Wa huwa kum anta wa hakadha. So it's very useful that anytime we are constructing sentences, our grammarians, Arabic grammarians are telling us that we have to make sure that the sentences that the words we are putting together in order to convey usefulness, to have some utility, it has to be what? Come with a verb in the lowest word, so that nobody can anticipate anything to be completed. Now, it is enough if you can end there. The sentence can stand. It doesn't need any support. It can stand on itself, and so you have what? A full speech. Inshallah, we are finished before the parts of speech in terms of what is a speech and the attributes of speech, the qualities, characteristics, and also the conditions that when they are available, that you can have a good speech. Any questions about that? وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله للحديث بقية إن شاء الله. السلام عليكم.